Viktor Osimhen has signed a contract extension with Napoli in June 2026. The question now is it still very possible for Chelsea to sign Viktor Osimhen, or can Viktor Osimhen still come down to Chelsea? That is the question which a lot of persons have been asking. It's still very much possible, which I'm going to be letting you to know in this video. Then two other strikers is still being linked with a move to Stamford Bridge. That is Ivan Toney of Brentford and also Viktor Gyökeres of Sporting CP. Then there are other news coming up from our camp, other good news, Christopher Nkunku and also Romelu Lavia ahead of their expected debuts. But before we dive into this video proper, before we dive into the latest Chelsea news coming up from the camp, please, if you're a Chelsea fan coming across this channel for the first time or coming across this page, please do well to follow us and also hit the subscribe button. Turn on notification bell so anytime we drop latest Chelsea news, Chelsea training, Chelsea transfer rumor, they will always notify you as one of the first person to get the news. Thank you. Meanwhile, I remain Alex here on our Chelsea headquarters. Alright, the news when it hit our desk, according to our football expert Fabrizio Romano, as communicated a few hours ago, Viktor Osimhen, who has been reportedly linked with a move to Stamford Bridge, don't sign contract extension. That is, he don't extend the current contract with Napoli. Before now, Viktor Osimhen existing contract was a year and 6 months remaining. That is 18 months left in his contract. Meaning say by June 2025, Osimhen for become a free agent. And Napoli no go want allow Viktor Osimhen become a free agent. So invariably, Napoli for one like cash out for Viktor Osimhen either by January or by June 2024. So if they fail to sell Viktor Osimhen those two transfer window, it will become a big problem for their neck, because Viktor Osimhen can as well leave on a free transfer, and once player don't enter a final year of contract, he is free to negotiate with any other club. That is, the club will fit from back when they talk to Viktor Osimhen, even without coming to Napoli first or to take permission from Napoli. So once it don't remain 1 year, so now Napoli is trying to secure or trying to block that loopholes. That is why they decided to go for a contract extension of additional 1 year. So with this contract agreement now, which Viktor Osimhen enter with Napoli, now therefore means that Viktor Osimhen will be allowed to leave on a certain condition. That is, from that in 2026, they don't get confident now, say they are in charge of Viktor Osimhen. Automatically, Viktor Osimhen don't feel wrong come for their back or come out as a free agent. So more of like they are trying to secure their prize assets by entering a contract extension with Viktor Osimhen. So with this, it therefore means say from nothing 2026, anybody when you meet up with the agreement, when Viktor Osimhen go with Napoli now, Viktor Osimhen is free to leave. So no be as so many blogs they report out there say Viktor Osimhen can no longer join Chelsea or Chelsea can no longer. So it's now left for Chelsea to be able to meet up with the agreement Viktor Osimhen is having with Napoli. That is, the agreement now is that for Viktor Osimhen to be able to leave the Napoli city or leave Napoli for a preferred destination or to any destination, is that that club will be able to, or that club should meet up with the release clause of 130 million euro or 140 million euro. So between that transfer fee, that is what they are expecting any club to come and pay. And if you value that money in terms of pounds, that money is equivalent to about 120 million pounds or 125 million pounds. So what a lot of persons are now asking now, will Chelsea be able to spend this amount of money to acquire the service of Viktor Osimhen either January or come June 2024? That is the question. So that will be the question for we to be asking. But no be say this contract extension now don't make Viktor Osimhen permanently say wants stay for Napoli. Suppose Viktor Osimhen wants stay for Napoli for long term, or Napoli want tie Viktor Osimhen down, therefore give a contract extension of like 5 years. So with 1 year contract extension, that will tell you that the player and the club has come into an agreement to leave for a specified agreement or for a specified amount. So before now, probably just for fee easily priced Viktor Osimhen come on for Napoli for a lesser transfer fee. But being or just crown the African footballer, you don't expect Napoli to lose their prize assets. So more of like, if you want Victor Osimhen, bring the money, we will give you Victor Osimhen. So if you believe say Victor Osimhen a quality player, bring the money. Besides, if Chelsea could sign Moses Caicedo for over £100 million, they could sign Enzo Fernandez with just 6 months experience in Europe, with less than £50 million transfer fee from Argentina down to Benfica. Then within space of 6 months, they sold the guy for Chelsea for over £100 million. So why can't Chelsea also cough out £120 million for a marquee striker of the likes of Victor Osimhen, somebody that is very experienced, that has done it with Wolfsburg in Germany, Lille in France, and now Napoli winning their first Scudetto. So you don't expect Victor Osimhen to leave for a cheap. So probably that's what Napoli is trying to do, trying to ensure that they don't lose from Victor Osimhen. Because if Adibin say Victor Osimhen enter the final year of his contract, if he slip come for the hand of Napoli, then Napoli no go make any money. Of which, to an extent, if we are to be sincere, Victor Osimhen is a prize asset to Napoli. So Napoli will want to protect their prize asset from slipping off their hands for a cheap. So it's not left for any club that is coming for Victor Osimhen to pay or to meet up with the release clause, or probably negotiate further to either €130 million or €140 million. But that does not mean that the price valuation may not reduce. That is, probably Victor Osimhen not come perform like before, they will be forced to probably cash out for any suitor when it comes. Then if not come be Chelsea, any other team may come. According to reports, even our London rivals and Arsenal are also eyeing the services of Victor Osimhen. So except probably because of financial fair play rule, this may now scare either Chelsea or Arsenal away from Victor Osimhen. According to reports, Chelsea are very confident that they could still work with the FFP rule and still be able to land any player they want to land, because they can as well ship out some players to get more money and free out their books of account. So that's for Victor Osimhen. Meanwhile, Ivan Toney is also being linked with a move to Chelsea. And according to reports, say Brentford no go allow Ivan Toney leave for less than £100 million. So you dey see. So this will not be issue of say we dey find the one way cheap now. Now we should be talking about who will fit the vacant boot left by Didier Drogba and Diego Costa. That is that high-profile striker with experience that will come into Chelsea and hit the ground running. No be when you talk of future project and we talk of at least player when say once he come Chelsea now, he go hit ground running. That is what we should be talking about. Because Ivan Toney, according to Brentford, they're not going to let him go for less than £100 million because the guy is still British player. So imagine that hype and everything. So Ivan Toney is not even cheaper either compared to the experiences which Victor Osimhen has, and currently the African football player of the year. So you could imagine. So you don't expect Victor Osimhen to go for a cheap. Then one other striker is also being linked with a move to Chelsea, which is Viktor Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon. From Sporting CP. Meanwhile, this guy don't play for Coventry and is from Brighton under 21. To an extent, according to reports, Pochettino believes say Viktor Gyökeres will be a cheaper option or an easier option to land instead of Victor Osimhen or Ivan Toney. But if we talk about easier to land, we are talking about, will this guy be able to deliver for Chelsea? Not be just to land down, or will the first striker will feel back? Yes, we are able to land Jackson without competition. Probably other club no say probably Jackson was not up to that profile which we thought it was, though we are not ruling out Jackson. But Jackson was not really having competition, was just for about €35 million. That's what we paid for Jackson. So if we're also now going for another striker that because Pochettino think or feel say Viktor Gyökeres will be very cheaper and or easy, no competition, does that mean that we'll go and bring in an inexperienced striker down to Chelsea? Then we'll still complaining that final third we are not able to score goal, or we'll now be waiting for the future team the guy pick for. And besides, the guy is not even a young player to an extent. He's 25 years old, senior to Viktor Osimhen, who is 24, while Ivan Toney is 28, approaching 29 or so. So you could still see, if we are to do our contrast between Viktor Osimhen, the contract not stop Viktor Osimhen from leaving Napoli. It's not left for Chelsea to be able to meet up with the price tag placed on him. Then, comparing with Ivan Toney, £100 will still go down with the experience we don't get for Brentford, just one season, one mature season. Or we are going for this Viktor Gyökeres from Sporting CP. So these are the three major strikers that have been linked with a move down to Chelsea. So you get. Then moving on to other Chelsea-related news, we are talking about Christopher Nkunku. According to reports, Christopher Nkunku is training and he was spotted at Coban, training with the entire Chelsea squad, also with Romeo Lavia. I remember our coach for last press conference or pre-match. It was like he'll continue to assess Nkunku and Romeo Lavia daily on a daily basis to see when they will become fit. But from the look of things, it seems these guys are now ready to take on Sheffield. So when Sheffield they visit Stamford Bridge on Saturday for our next Premier League match, we expect Christopher Nkunku to be in the match day lineup, if not as a starter, but as a substitute. So fellow Blues and lovers of Chelsea, concerning the contract extension of Viktor Osimhen to June 2026, does not stop Viktor Osimhen from leaving Napoli if he want to leave Napoli. That's my own opinion from the look of the old contract. Napoli don't want maybe like the way Kylian Mbappe matter be. When say they extend contract but not sign agreement. So with the fear of losing Kylian Mbappe, they begin to announce themselves for media. So Napoli don't want such situation where they will not lose Viktor Osimhen to Chelsea for free or to any other club for free. So that's why they try to secure their prize asset with this contract. So invariably, that does not stop Viktor Osimhen from leaving to any other club who will be ready to meet up the expectation, that's the financial expectation of Napoli of 130 to 140 million euros of Viktor Osimhen. Meanwhile, currently Viktor Osimhen has been able to score just 6 goals in 11 appearances this season. He has had some injury problem, and also he has had some personal issue with the team, which I believe by now they're supposed to resolve those things for them to be able to give him contract extension. So we could see Viktor Osimhen coming back with full force. He has been a beast last season. So we could see Viktor Osimhen coming back, beginning to bang in goals. While Ivan Toney on the other part is serving 8 months ban, which will be completing very soon. So I wish sure that somebody who has been out for football for 8 months will get back to the pitch and continue from where he stopped and all that. While Viktor Gyökeres, on the other hand, is an inexperienced striker to an extent. He's not a proven striker playing for Sporting CP, Coventry in England, lower division, and Brentford under 21. Is that guy good enough to come and lead our front line, or will continue to have issue with final third and all that? So I believe from what we need now in the current Chelsea team is for we to be able to get that mature striker, an experienced player. Not those players or they sign or they tell us say 8 years contract is for the future or no. We want player when they already banging the goals. Player when say if he come Chelsea now, he go in the banging the goals, hit the ground running, they score goals, now we define. At least when we sign Diego Costa, immediately Diego Costa come, begin to light up Stamford Bridge, light up Europe, light up England. Defenders and goalkeepers begin to collect. Then also yes, striker don't come. You get. So that is the kind of striker which you are looking for. So not just all about the contract or terms of the transfer fee or Pochettino now going for somebody who seems to be cheaper. So fellow Blues, I'll be drawing the curtain close here. I know this video is a little bit long, lengthy. I'm not using script or whatsoever. So thank you, fellow Blues and lovers of Chelsea, for always joining me on this channel. Please, if you are new to this channel or to this page, please kindly follow, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. So anytime we drop Chelsea latest news and more, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you. Bye.